I welcome you to the Also Lifestyle and Book Talk Show by Eye Opener Productions Global Network Limited. With me on the show today is Mr. Adaramola Femi Fadah. Adaramola Femi Fadah is a full-time studio artist on creative art and video editing. He is from Isolo Okping in Kwara State, Nigeria. He studied fine and applied arts in the University College of Education in Oyo State, Nigeria, whereby he is a professional in the field. He's an interviewer and has interviewed over 35 personalities with their portrait paintings. As an artist with over 150 paintings to his credit, he loves to give a story to his artwork. He was a fine arts teacher in the early 2000s before he started working with an advertisement agency for 3 years, but he is now self-employed. He has traveled all over the 36 states and capitals of Nigeria while working as a telecom site engineer. He loves meeting great people, intelligent ones who can impart knowledge and wisdom into one's life. He is a member of the Supreme Court Comradium Kegai, a Nigerian social cultural club of which he is a patron. He is also a member of SAMPAN, the Association of Nigerian Film Practitioners, in Ibadan Zone, Nigeria. He loves being in quiet places to avoid distractions. He loves to play soccer games and watch football, mostly in his house with his family. He's a visualizer, he's into textile painting as well, and he sells clothes. He's a professional videographer and photographer with enough experience of cinematography and covers events to make money. He loves listening to music, and he is a father of 6 children, as well as a writer. I'm delighted to have you on the show, Mr. Femi. Thank you very much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
My pleasure, sir. As an African artist, how does your origin affect your art? I have seen your artworks, they are spectacular, and I was really thrilled, and so I decided to invite you on the show. And as a Nigerian, as an African artist, I wonder how your origin affects your art. Can you please tell the audience, sir?
Thank you very much for that question. Well, as an African artist, my origin has influenced my art in various ways, such as cultural heritage. My root has sharpened my artistic themes, motives, and techniques, reflecting the rich cultural traditions and history of my origin. So, well, secondly, my culture, as an African culture, places a strong emphasis on oral tradition, which has influenced my art narratives, especially such as themes, characters, and symbolism. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so right behind you, I can see some lovely paintings. Would you please tell us a little about those paintings in the background? They caught my attention.
Well, thank you so much. This one you are saying is a mono specialist. This particular instrument is called mono in Kegat Club, and it takes a lot of concentration before you can handle it. So this particular pictures shows that this guy is in another realm of beating this particular molo. He doesn't need to lose any concentration so that he will not misses any step, in order not to confuse the remaining bands. So this is the work of this, and the title of this work is Molo Specialist. Molo Specialist. This one is Alagogo. So I don't know if I can show you Alagogo. This is one of my new work, my new paintings.
Bring it closer to the camera.
Okay. This is oil on canvas. I call it Alagogo. So it's just like the first one that I explained to you. It takes concentration to handle this particular instrument. It takes them up to 30 minutes non-stop while hitting it. So before you can be a specialist on it, you need to know what you are doing, and it beautify the studio when listening to the sound.
know you're a writer, and I'm wondering
Sure.
how how is the connection between your writing and your art? Can you please specifically tell us the connection between your writing and your art?
Well, as an artist, my art are creative expressions. Both writing and art can be form of self-expression and a way to convey emotions, ideas, and experience. And secondly, storytelling. Writing can be tell the story behind my art, and art can, visualize, represent the stories and idea I write about.
Okay,
So,
okay. So what genre of writing do you venture into?
what's come again?
What genre of writing? What is your specification in writing?
Um, I write on African motifs, African figures. You understand? So that is why I say my writing based on telling the story of my artwork, what the motive is all about. So I don't know. Maybe I answer your question.
Yes, sir.
So
So
thank you very much.
I'm curious, how do you define success as an artist and writer?
Well, success as a well, depend on individual. Like for me, all my works, by the time I showcase it, a lot of people will ask for it. We love this. I love this. I want you to make this particular production for me. Are you getting it? And it's bring more money to my to my table. What I mean by that is that a lot of people demand for it in various ways, and it make me do more of the art when people demand for guy, I want you to do this particular thing for me. I mean, this particular project for me. And a lot of people talk about the story that I write concerning the particular project that I do. Do you understand? So for me, success as an artist and writer can be defined in many ways depending as someone's goals and value. But for me, creating art that brings joy and inspiration to others. When people see your art, they say, okay, I like this work. Like some of my works, calls we enter, they will say, this particular work, I like it. Can you sell it for me? What I'm going through. Do you understand? So for me, I believe it's a process for me, for people to hail me for my work. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes, yes. As a writer, getting my works across to people is also one of the things that gives me immense joy. It makes me feel fulfilled to know that people are reading my work. It's another way through which I define success too. So can you take a few minutes to give the audience a brief overview of your lifestyle as an artist and writer, especially an African artist and writer?
About as somebody like me, I like I said, I purposely have my studio at home so that I can be within my family. I enjoy doing everything around them. So okay. Yes. So because they give me joy from time to time when I'm at home doing everything. That is one of the reasons why I didn't rent out get studio outside. So I do most of my work in my studio, a space in my apartment, which I really don't want any distractions. Are you getting it? So I have time to create, to write, to develop, because I'm a kind of person that doesn't like playing music while working, because I believe it distracts me. Do you understand? Like most people will say they love listening to music, but for me, it distracts me. So I love to be original. Can you hear me? I love to be original. So a quiet place so that I can develop everything I want to do on my work, on my writing. Then any concept that I want to work on, it come to my my thought, then I'll be able to, put it down. I am not the social type per se. I do everything at home, like I said. So my lifestyle is just simple as an artist. Stay around with my family, create concept a lot. Do you understand? Like of recent, somebody saw my work online and he was like, I like this work and I want to pay for it because I want to be using it. I said, there's no problem. And the man, appreciated me in a good way. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you for that lovely answer. Like you said, being around our family is one of the things that my family is one of the things I also enjoy because there's this support, the love, having them around you while you work, it uplifts your spirit. Yes. So it's time for our guest author's lifestyle highlights, where you see various displays of his artworks. I've been opportune to see his beautiful artworks, and he has showed us two of his artworks at the beginning of the show. Now you're going to get to have to see more of his beautiful artworks. Stay tuned. For sharing your lifestyle highlights with us, Mr. Femi. You're a spectacular artist, and that's why I couldn't afford to not have you on this show. I'm curious.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. What inspires your art, and what tools do you employ in your artwork?
As an artist, artistic inspiration can come from various sources, like most of my paintings based on emotions, expressions, feelings, like joy, wonders, and stories, storytelling. As for me, it depends on my perspective as in preferred medium for a particular project that I want to engage on. So, like if I want to handle on textile, I use this acrylic and polymer to work on clothing, textile, and on like graphics. That is when the uses of application comes in. CorelDRAW for graphics, then Photoshop for editing pictures, and Premiere Pro for video editing. And for paintings, I use mostly pastels on chipboard. It's give me everything that I want. It is very, very easy to handle, to work on. So like I use this charcoal pencil alongside with it to make it, give me the full details of the work I want to work on. So, and on oil color, I get canvas and different sizes of brushes to work with. So that is it, man. Thank you so much.
Okay. There's this question I would like to ask you, sir. So if you have the opportunity to time travel, would you rather travel to the past to amend your wrongs or travel to the future to know what it holds for you?
Well, I would rather travel to the future. I would rather travel to the future.
Why is that? Why?
Well, I know the future have a lot of goodies for me. You understand, to build on. So this is one of the reasons I say I would like to prefer to travel to the future. I know the future has already prepared a lot of futures and good challenges for me. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. It has been a lovely time with you, sir. Before the show comes to
Thank
an
you very
end, would you
much.
please share your social media handles for viewers who would love to follow you on social media?
On Facebook, Femi Fadah, Fadah, Femi Fadah. On Instagram, it's the same at Femi Fadah. While on YouTube, it is the same Femi Fadah. So thank you very much. Welcome.
Is there anything you would like to say to your fan base, to the viewers before the show comes to an end?
I love everyone because they appreciate the little effort that I'm doing, and I am wishing each and every one of them the best of this life. Thank you very much.
Okay. This brings us to the end of today's episode of the Author Lifestyle and Book Talk Show. I've had a fabulous time today on the show with Mr. Femi, and I hope that I'll have another opportunity of hosting you on the show again in the near future.
I would love to come back, ma'am.
Yes, I
Thank
look
you so
forward
much.
to it. You're welcome, sir. Always welcome. To the viewers at home, I say a big thank you for staying tuned to this show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel called Express Your Love for Literature. Like and comment on our videos. I am Elizabeth Ogunmodede, a 16-year-old entrepreneur, author, and your host on this show. Sending you warm regards from Nigeria. God bless you.